Welcome to the Messenger of Truth channel. God bless you and protect your life. Subscribe, follow our work and share the truth with others. John 13. Now before the feast of the Passover, Jesus, knowing that it was now his hour to depart out of this world to the Father, even as he loved his own which were in the world, loved them to the end. When supper was over, and the devil had already put into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, that he should betray him, Jesus, knowing that the Father had deposited a deposit for him, said to him. Jesus, knowing that the Father had put all things into his hands, and that he had come forth from God, and was going to God, arose from supper, took off his garments, and taking a towel, girded himself. Then he poured water into a basin, and began to wash the disciples' feet, and to wipe them with the towel with which he was girded. Then he came to Simon Peter, who said to him, Lord, do you wash my feet? Jesus answered and said to him, What I do, you do not know; what I do, thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. Peter said to him, You shall never wash my feet. Jesus said to him, If I do not wash you, you have no part with me. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, not my feet only, but also my hands and my head. Jesus said to him, He who is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean every whit. Now you are clean, but not all of you. For he knew who would betray him, therefore he said, You are not all clean. And when he had washed their feet, and taken his garments, and sat down again, he said unto them, Know ye what I have done unto you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you say well, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example, that you should do as I have done to you. Truly, truly, I say to you, the servant is not greater than his master, nor is he who is sent greater than he who sent him. If you know these things, blessed are you if you do them. I do not speak of all of you, I know those whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled, He who eats bread with me has lifted up his heel against me. Now I tell you before it happens, so that when it does happen, you may believe that I am he. Truly, truly, I say to you, if anyone receives what I send, he receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. When Jesus had said this, he was troubled in spirit and affirmed, saying, Verily, verily, I say unto you, one of you shall betray me. Then the disciples looked one at another, not knowing of whom he spoke. Now one of his disciples, whom Jesus loved, was reclining on Jesus' bosom. Simon Peter then beckoned him to ask who it was of whom he spoke. And he leaned over Jesus' breast and said to him, Lord, who is it? Jesus answered, He is the one to whom I will give the sop. And when he had dipped the sop, he gave it to Judas Iscariot, Simon's son. And after the sop, Satan entered into him. Jesus said, What you do, do it quickly. And none of those sitting at the table understood for what purpose he had said this to him. For as Judas had the bag, some thought that Jesus had said to him, Buy what we need for the feast, or give something to the poor. So, when Judas had taken his piece, he left immediately. And it was already evening. So when he had gone out, Jesus said, Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him in himself, and will soon glorify him. Little children, I am with you yet a little while. You will seek me, and as I said to the Jews, Whither I go, you cannot come, so I say to you now. A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another. As I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, where are you going? Jesus said to him, Where I am going, you cannot follow me now, but you will follow me later. Peter said to him, Why can't I follow you now? I will lay down my life for you. Jesus answered him, Will you lay down your life for me? Truly, truly, I say to you, the cock shall not crow until you have denied me 3 times.